Hello! I am back from Greece. I'm back in the USA. And here's my vlog update, my video blog update my daughter says I should do. And she says on YouTube, Aunt Mommy, it's so boring to just do your vlogs. You have to also play games. So I'm not playing any games, but she's trying to teach me to play some of her video games. We'll see what we do. This is the fall season. It's my favorite, and we're going into the holidays, so who knows what we're gonna do. But I wanted to say a few things because I have a couple of new books coming out. I have some new courses. I have a new retreat that, I have a whole bunch of gifts I'm making for the world. But I wanted to say, for who needs to hear it, that what happened to me in Greece. Yes, I was on a mission trip, and we were there to raise money for the women's shelter and the children's shelter, and that's wonderful, and that was a great mission. And then I had my own catharsis that, for who needs to hear it, I gave up guilt. Yeah, I gave up guilt. I let it go. It was the first time ever in my life that I realized I was holding on to so much guilt, and then I let it go. And letting go is easier done than said. Yeah, I mean, I just happened to be floating in the most amazing Cretan sea, looking at the mountain of Zeus, that were the birthplace of Zeus. That was pretty incredible. And I let it go. And I had felt guilty for my movies either not being a huge success or not doing this or not doing that. I felt guilty for looking good. I felt guilty for healing. I felt guilty for living a freaking amazing life at 50. I'm coming up on my 50th birthday, and I'm happier, healthier, having amazing playtime, and I am living a life I always wanted, and I felt a little guilty about it. And I felt guilty that so many people are still in pain and I'm not. And so I was kind of hiding, and I'm just sharing what I can. And I realized, I'm oh wow, I felt guilty. And where does that come from? And I'm just let it go. And I'm writing a whole bunch of other stuff. And all of this began when I made my documentary. That's when my life switched. And then I wrote this book. Look, I'm sort of back to looking almost the same years later. So, and this book, I reveal the truth of self-mutilation and self-hatred, and I gave it up in this book, and I have an audio journey and a visual journey that you can go on, and this is a powerful read and a listen, because I have the audio version as well. But I gotta tell you that the dreams I had in this book that I wrote down, my dreams as I made my documentary, they're coming true. They're coming true right before my eyes now. And I'm writing another book about full circle and going full circle healing, body, mind, and spirit, and how that is easier done than said. It's easier done than said. So I want to leave you with whoever needs to hear this, to let go of the guilt. And I didn't even realize I had it. Sometimes you have these patterns in your life and you don't even realize it until somebody points it out and then gives you an aha moment. So that's what I want to do in the world. That is what I do in the world, is I give aha moments. And I did a really great speech, I think. Please watch it, in Greece, about being in love. And I truly live my life in love now, and it shows up everywhere. And I shared some aha moments, and I will continue to share some more. And right now it's guilt. It's just let it go, because I am more powerful, just like you are, more powerful and more purposeful and more of a tool for other people, or a guidepost, an example, by just being your own awesome self and letting go of the guilt that you're awesome. And I'm oh, yeah, I am pretty awesome. I really kind of, I love myself. I think I'm the best date. And so I let go of that guilt. And it was profoundly like incredible. And I'll write more about it, but I'm going to do my little video blog because, releasing the guilt that I don't do that every day either. Because I actually take care of myself and I have a good time, and I spend time hiking and swimming and like living my best time. So that's what I want to leave you with today. Guilt. What are you guilty about? Yeah. I had a long list. I really didn't realize I was so guilt-ridden. Good God. Enough of that. Number 2 thing I realized in Greece is that people are talking to themselves when they share negative stuff with you, or tell you that you can't, or you shouldn't, or you don't want to do that. And then sadly, so many times, I'm guilty of this. I had listened to them. For example, like I really truly got to really see again and like really clarify for myself what I love to do. I love getting up at sunrise, right before sunrise. I love really hard body excursions. I love awesome hikes. I love walking a city by myself. I love driving stick shift. I love motocross motorcycles. I love being by myself. I love taking myself on dates. I love finding new places to eat and meeting new people and jumping into new experiences. And so many times I heard other people say, ooh, you don't want to go swimming in that cold water. Oh, you don't want to walk by yourself. Or you don't want to go eat by yourself. You don't want to go do whatever. You don't want to go hike that to the Acropolis by yourself. I'm like, yes, I do. Yes, I very much do. And I realized when I let go of guilt and I just was the observer, just like the observer of my life and other people in it and just each moment, I realized I'm like, oh, well, you're saying you don't want to do that, but I very, very much want to do that. I love swimming in cold water and I love hiking and I love all those things. That's what I want to do. It's not what you want to do. And I realized that so many times when we've been told, oh, you don't want to do that, or you don't do that, you don't do that, we listen to it. So I say for myself, I'm no longer going to listen to anybody else's negativity about their own things about my life, because I'm like, I know what I love, and I got it, and I'm happy. And I hope you're happy too, and I hope that resonates with you. Guilt, let it go. And also, don't listen to other people's negativity about what you're doing. It's about them. Imagine that. Isn't that crazy? It just last night, someone said to me, what do you want to do? And I was like, oh, dance. Dance is my favorite thing. And they said, I've known you 10 years. You don't dance. I've never seen you dance. I'm like, you don't want to really do that. I'm like, no, you don't really want to do that. I was like, actually, I get up every morning at sunrise and dance in the field or on the porch, or if it's too cold inside. And that's actually how I tore my ACL. So yeah, I very much love to dance. Maybe you don't love to dance. Isn't that amazing? Like, just pay attention to it in life. Pay attention to like when somebody else tells you what you shouldn't be doing, or that what you don't like or whatever. It's they're probably talking about themselves. So I say you're awesome and do what you want to do. And that's what Greece gave me. Greece gave me letting go of guilt and the resistance for what other people are saying, and because they're talking about themselves. What? Fascinating. I had like and you know what? And it started, that whole trip started with this book, when we all read this book together, and we have it on film. It's a great 21 days. I really recommend it. Or you can do it in 21 hours. You can fast track that shit if you want. And isn't that amazing? So that started with us listening to this, and then we decided to go to Greece. And just wow, just huge wow. And I have so many wow moments, but I'm coming up on 10 minutes, and that's it. I love you. and have a wonderful day if you want to.